With a legacy that stretches across 6 decades, you might assume that the Oak Ridge Boys have released plenty of live projects. We were quite surprised ourselves that they've never before done that. With classics like Elvira and American Made, it's easy to sing along at one of their live shows. After selling over 40 million albums, they finally circled back and decided to put out a live album. Kelly Sutton caught up with the boys to talk about that new project.
Over 41 million albums sold, and for some reason they are just now putting out their first live album. I'm here with the Oak Ridge Boys. Joe, why did it take so long?
We always had an idea to do a live album. It always got put on the back burner because maybe some new songs came in and a new project reared its head, and although folks clamored for a live album, we always said, I don't know. And all of a sudden last year, Dwayne said, man, it's time, man, to get out there and record. While we're singing good, feeling good, let's record some shows. And we took some gear out there and started recording. Well, then Cleopatra Records got involved, and they said, we would love to release a live album of big hits on the Oak Ridge Boys, done the way they do them right now worldwide, on CD, vinyl, iTunes, everything else. And wow, how cool, what a great opportunity. So we really went to work on it. We have actually 60-some songs in the can. And
nice.
yeah, we recorded over 60 songs and 22 shows. So we could someday put out a whole box set of live albums. But for right now, let's see what Boys Night Out does. And our relationship with Cleopatra, they're a very eclectic, cool record label. And our relationship seems to be growing with them. And so you never know, maybe an album of new songs, maybe another project, maybe tons of live stuff. Who knows? We're wide open.
You know, I love this, and Dwayne, you were telling me more about this, that when you guys went out, it was a raw feel. You pumped it out into the line feed, and that's kind of the technical term, so that you could record all of it, and you just left it alone. You didn't do a lot of tweaking and overdub and all that craziness.
We turned on all the volume controls and set them at raw, dry, no echo, no tweaking, nobody there to control them. There was nobody at the board. We just turned everything wide open. We cut everything exactly the way it is because we didn't really know what we were going to get. But we got back into the studio and we started listening, and we said, wow, we have got something here. And as Joe said, Cleopatra got on board. They're a kind of company that markets to, like, they have this eclectic group of people like college kids who weren't even born when Elvira was the biggest thing in town. And, you know, they feel like that it's time to go back to that marketplace and do what Rick Rubin did with Johnny Cash. And we're ready.
And it's a time I have looked in the water.
What is it about a live album that's so much fun to listen to?
Well, it captures our live show. You know, fans have been asking us for years to do a live album. They say, your studio albums are great. They were hits for years, and they sound great. There's something about you guys in person that is really more exciting. And so that's why we wanted to do this. We wanted to capture that excitement, the crowd noise, you know, four of us just jumping around, just having a lot of fun. And that's what is on this album. It's on this, and we're excited about it coming out April the 15th, tax day.
Oh, nice! Oh, when you get the rebate check, then you just cash it and go buy.
Nobody gets a rebate.
Well, that's true. Nobody gets any money back anymore. William Lee, let's talk a little bit about vinyl, because I think it's amazing and very cool. And I'm one of the subsect that love to hear things on vinyl. So what's it like to know that you're putting this out on vinyl again? And do you remember the first vinyl album that you ever bought?
Well, I do remember some of the early vinyl albums that I bought, you know, as a kid growing up. But yeah, this album will be not only on CD and to be able to download it digitally, but it's also going to be on vinyl. And we're excited about that. You know, vinyl, a lot of people think has a warmer feel of sound than a lot of the digital sounds. But yeah, it's great to be kind of making full circle here and going back to what we were recording when I first joined the Oak Ridge Boys, which was big vinyl albums. And but it's great that we're going to have that opportunity.
My heart's on fire for Elvira.
This is Boys Night Out, the first live album from the Oak Ridge Boys ever to happen. Thank you guys so very much.
Again, in vinyl, it'll be like about this big.
Right. Bigger, way bigger.
The Oaks recently celebrated the new release with a very good friend of theirs, President George H.W. Bush. I wonder if he prefers CD, digital, or vinyl. Anyway, make sure to pick up a copy of Boys Night Out, available now on Cleopatra Records. You know you can catch the best of the Oaks and the best of Inside Music Row at Zeus.com. Catch it all with the new app available for both Android and iOS devices. As we take our next quick little break, know that we have got a new Redneck Riviera brand introduction coming up next. We'll be right back with more Inside Music Row right after this.